Alrighty guys, we'll have a quick look at the battlefield. So there's a big hill here in the center. Overall the map's slightly hilly. When you deploy it's like crossways like this and it spreads out along there. So really I'm gonna say this side has a slight advantage just because this side you've got a lot of hills here. And you'll see the army does kind of set up on this hill just a little bit. That's about it guys, I'll see you in the army comps. Okay guys, here are the army comps. So for team 1 we've got the Moors, played by Katana. We got a GB, Camels Gunners, 3 Christian Guard, 4 Expos, and a heap of infantry. 2 Hashishim in there as well, and a cannon. So pretty balanced army there. 4 Cav here for, I believe it's, Russian King is playing this army. We have a lot of swordsmen here, 2 Zweihanders, Forlorn, Gothic Knights, classic 4 Pavese crossbows in there, Serpentine, and 4 Lansnacks. So these guys mixed in with these should do decent, although the 2-handed swords glitch might prove to be annoying. Another thing with all these expos, it turns out to be a slight mistake, just because there's a massive hill we're attacking and we can't really get the angles on it. So that's those 2 armies. Next is me playing as a HRE. We got 4 Teutonic Knights, 4 Pavese crossbows, 4 Lance Necks, and 4 Feudals, and a Basilisk. So very vanilla army. I like these Lance Necks a lot. These guys, you know, Feudal Knights, they do their part. Same with the Teuton Knights. Next we have the Moors, played by Lavernicus. We got 5 Cav, 4 Christian Guard included. Got 5 Peasant crossbows, so an extra stack there. 2 Hashishim, 4 Christian Guard, and 4 dismounted Arab cavalry. These guys, they're good bang for your buck. So 360, which is not bad at all. It's basically the same, less than half the price of this, if my maths is correct. Maybe it isn't. No, it's not. Just by a little bit, about the same. Little less. So here we go, that's team 1. Team 2, we have the Kingdom of Jerusalem. We got, who is played by Revelsended. We got the Marshal of the Templars, just an awesome unit. It even says it, unique unit. 2 Constables, so he's got a stack there. 2 Templar Knights Templars. 4 Templar Crossbowmen, Great Cross, Mangonel, 4 Sergeants, and 4 Knights. So again, pretty mixed army. This is a cool unit. Same with this. Mangonel's gone ham the whole battle. It's nice to see. Next we have France, played by Mencho. Got the Chivalric Knights, 2 GBs, 4 Scots Guard, Serpentine, 4 Chivalric Knights, some Pikes, and dismounted Noble Knights. Next we have France, played by FuanSolo. 3 Noble Knights, 2 Chivalric Knights, 5 Aventiers, so you got a stack there. 4 Feudals, 2 Swiss, and 2 Chivalrics. Again, a lot of crossbows, a bit of stacking there. Just a nice army. Very nice army. No Scots Guard, but these guys are still very good. 14 missiles. And last but not least, we have Ivan playing as the Turks. Got Equidar, 2 of them. Some Expos. Janissary Archers, Janissary Musketeers. These guys are pretty good. What else we got? We got the Kwekapulu. Arguably one of the best cav in the game, I think. Probably not as good as these guys. Marshal of the Templars, they're 1450. Just going off price, they're the best, I think. 2 Nathatunes, a cannon, 2 Lancers, and 4 Hashishim. So that's pretty much the army comps. I'm going to say both armies are both quite good. I think France is such a strong faction. I feel like there's just so hard to make a bad army comp for France. Anyway guys, that's it for the army comps and I'll see you in the battle. Alrighty guys, the battle's pretty much just about to start. I'm just gonna get this up a little bit. So basically they've taken this hill, very big intermediary process, not much happened. It's a lot of skirmishing. So they've been up here for about 20 minutes before we attacked. You can see why we waited that long, it's just a deadly hill. So we've kind of just marching up here, getting ready to attack. I'm taking the flank here, just to put a bit of pressure on this side. Got Lavernicus backing up the center with Russian King, and then on the left flank we've got Katana. So a Moorish Holy Roman Empire attack here against double France, Jerusalem and Turks. I think Nafatunes might have been banned. I hope so, because otherwise we're even more screwed. So all of these archers are getting loose here, firing away. Musketeers ready to go, they're going to do damage. On this side he's forming up, Mencho, against me here. Getting my crossbows up front. Cavs ready to go. Got to be careful not to lose my cav to arrows here. Just going for my expos there as my general. Center's about to collide, although he's got his crossbows gone first. Mangonel going ham. I could do a lot of damage there. We did have a little engagement out on the side here earlier. And these crossbows go percentage-wise 7-5, so we are leading a little bit. It's going to be a pretty brutal fight on this side here. These Scots Guard are really going to hurt me. Got a lot of my stuff in loose formation just to absorb those arrows a little better. Cav going around this side. Kind of ready to go there. My Cav's looking a little weak. A lot of them depleted from archers and arrows. So, ooh, bit of an engagement here. Looks like Revel sullied out against Russian King there. Got the Frenchman coming in as well. Ooh, Mangonel, a bit of friendly fire there. Nice charge. HRE should win that engagement, but here comes some more backup. And here comes the infantry, or the crossbows moving up a little bit. HRE sending up his infantry, so am I. Bit of cav fighting on this side. Setting them up there to get a charge. Looks like I lost that unit. This unit's also losing their fight against the Teutonic Knights. I'm going to charge on these feudal knights. It's going to hurt a fair bit. Though the pikes did get a good chunk of them. Hopefully try and cut these guys off. Looks like I'm engaging more over here. These guys are wavering, which is good to see. I think that'll settle that. Ooh, a rear volley there. And Katana taking his time, really spreading out here. He might be a little bit late, to be honest, because a lot of the fighting's starting to happen here. Chivalric Knight's running down. Ooh, I think that's a miss, yeah. So Lavernicus is right behind here. And Russian King taking the front here. Right into pikes, which is very good for us. Mangonel. Ooh, bit of crossfire. It looks like the Cavs calm down a little bit. See if these pikes get in the way here. Hopefully you get a couple kills there. Besides that, I'm looking a little bit depleted. Here comes Revel. Now, he may not be paying attention here because he runs straight into pikes, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. It's going to hurt him a fair bit. He'll lose that unit if he doesn't pull out sooner or later. The center, just a ravage of a fight in here. Got the Frenchman breaking in the center. He's kind of sending out a couple units at a time. Get some spears against them. Bit of flanking from the Swiss pikes as well. Now these Frenchmen are retreating a bit. Got my expos firing. These constables are going straight at more constables into pikes. Kind of frustrating they're not really dying. It's kind of glitching out almost. That's the thing with Medieval 2 pikes. They're a little not the best a lot of the time. Alright, Mencho's fully retreating up the hill. Looks like the Lavernicus has moved up his cav a fair bit there. Finally, Katana's reached a formation that he likes, and he's attacking this side, which is nice. The side's also relatively weak, so he could really do some damage there. Russian King, a little more depleted now. Lavernicus is taking over the front line. A lot of it's engaged right up the front here. And that uphill advantage is really going to hurt the attacking force here. Hashishim getting in there, that's really going to help out. Ooh. Mangonel going ham. What am I doing here? I'm slowly moving up here as well. Just I'm scared of that cav. Still got a fair amount of cav still on these back lines. My cav's pretty much depleted from arrows and their cav. Here comes some pikes moving up the center. Bang. No generals died yet, which is good. Katana's moving up his cav. Ooh, nice charge in the Hashishim. That is just deadly. They're the game-changing charges you want to get there. That is very nice. He's forgiven for that long setup there. Peasant crossbows firing away. It's good to see. Now, I believe that might have been my... I wonder who... It was a HRE general, so it's either mine or Russian Kings. I have a feeling it was Russian Kings, because my general's in the crossbow unit, so... He's going to really struggle in the center now. He does have some solid swordsmen in there that won't break straight away. Knights of Jerusalem moving up here, so it's slog in the center here. Hashishim really just holding the front. Christian Guard breaking. Nice charge here, it looks like. A lot of dead horses as well. Camel gunners moving up. Cause a break, hopefully. That's what the guns are for. They're good at scaring off the enemy. Deadly charge into there. Though long term, that GB won't do too much damage, considering there's only a couple left. I am getting a little closer now if he's land snacks. Looks like a lot of my feudal knights are pretty depleted. Mangonel shot. Ooh, it hurts. Right into the allies here. The Moors copping it here. Katana. Katana's mixed in a little bit. Russian King still got his Pavis crossbows going ham. Lavernicus's main force is still back here. And his peasant crossbows right at the rear. Plus the bodyguard. Would be good to get that in there and move up expos. But the Arab cavalry are up there. Solid spear unit. Now they've got a lot of archers up here. I think our best move here is to keep pushing. And take some of this high ground. A bulk of their forces on this side as well. I'm kind of keeping them distracted. Got the crossbows doing some work as well. Forming a bit of a box. Cav's still a little bit frightening. Looks like we're winning this central fight here. We got the numbers now. And Katana pushing up. He's got a lot of his stuff in the fight now. Pretty much most of it's disappeared. I don't actually know what happened. I think he moved a lot of it around here. Besides that, he's been wiped out pretty much completely here. I'm guessing this Turkish cavalry had a large part to do with it. Mangonel doing some damage still. Here comes the Arab cavalry, still moving up, really going hard now. Time's definitely now to press. Yeah, his Christian Guard are all in there now. I think am I moving up? Yeah, starting to moving up now. Another charge into the pikes, which is good to see. And there goes a general. Revels general for Jerusalem. That's going to be big there. Still got a lot of stuff in the middle. Not too much now, though. Got some side units as well. Katana's got a cab unit over here, which is cool to see. Just helping me out a little bit. So I'm slowly just moving up here. Expo's firing. Pikes moving up. Same one around here. Even. Christian Guard got to be careful here to not dig too deep. Because this cav can really... Medieval 2's cav is just so good, man. You got to be careful of it. And this is my worry here. They still got a lot... Mencho's got a lot of elites here. So I'm a little slower. Letting my expos do some damage. Now, Lavernicus is our main main hope here. He's still got a lot of stuff in the center here. And Nafatune's going away. That is worrisome. Wherever Nafatune's. Yeah. I think this is what really messes up in the center here. Yeah, it's going to cause hell. Cav running loose still. Starting to flank around now. Expose. The thing about Expos is they take a lot longer to reload. I think Desert Archers would even be nice. And the angles too aren't as good. I think if we were on the hill, the Expos are better. But down here, Archers or Bows are the way to go, I think. And that cross really making up for the loss of a general there. Landsnake's getting in there. We've got a small bit of retreating here. Cav doing some stuff. Be good to get these Feudal Knights up as well. These guys might break from this flank. Christian Guard. So there's still a big slog in the center here. Got the bodyguard moving in, which is good to see. Counter charge here. It's going to hurt a bit. Got the Lancers getting in there, which isn't good for us. What are we looking at? 73 to 71, so very close still. Scots Guard. Well, I wonder how many kills these guys stacked up. I reckon that's a lot. Crossbow still moving up slowly. Christian Guard in the thick of it. That's a nice screenshot. Might just get that. Yeah, brutal fight. Absolutely brutal. There's Lav's general in there. Still alive. It's like their general's broken. Feudal Knights getting in there now for Landsnacks. Same over here, I think. No, they're Pike Militias. So here comes his Cav, kind of cleaning up my crossbows, which is just a couple units. It's all you need to clean up crossbows when they're alone. And that's going to hurt a fair amount here. Might even cause some breaks eventually if they keep getting these charges in. A little bit of flanking out here with the crossbows. Nice side angle. Christian Guard still in the thick of it. Same with the Hashishim. Really carried this game in the center here, the Christian Guard. So this high ground's really paid off for the defenders here. 79 to 79, still very even. This high ground and these archers still doing work. I want to see some of these angles because that's going to be important. How well these guys make hits. Not too good. Just a couple getting the side angle. Though the kills are racking up still. Christian Guard winning that central fight. Now the Turkish Cav is still very healthy. That's the main issue here. Wiping out a lot of my Expos. That's all that remains now. What do we got in the center? Scots Guard still just cleaning up here. Yep. And there goes, I think that might be Lavernicus general. If it is, that's pretty much game, I think, if it is his general. No, that's still Eager. Must be Katana's general. And Katana's men's mostly depleted at this point. Crossbows. Yeah, I think that's the main reason we're struggling here. Crossbows just aren't getting the angles. And just like that, a lot of the fighting in the center's cleared up. I'm very depleted. That's the last of my force there. And Lavernicus is the last of his force in the center. 83 to 85. So we're losing by 2% now. Nafatunes, oof. That is deadly. And that is game, pretty much. Player admitted defeat there. So it looks like Team 2 won. Which is the team who did hold the hill. Finishing up here. Just fast forward it. Yeah, cleaning up these peasant crossbows at this point. He'll break at any point. Ivan's pulling back his Turkish crossbows. Trying to rack up a few sneaky kills. Yep, and that's game, guys. So pretty close still. Even with that high ground, 87 to 70, so it really cleaned up at the end there. Main reason they won and we lost is because, I mean, obviously the hill. You know, we don't like to put rules against camping, but it does happen. I think if you're going to attack a hill like that, having archers is much better. Just because, especially with the angles for archers, the Nafatunes were also deadly. Should have aimed for them first with Cav. And made our push a little slower. It was a little mistimed on each side, so if we did that better, I think we could have got the win. Considering how close it was, especially in the middle part. These Moorish factions did really well, as well with the Hashashim and Christian Guard. Whereas Russian and ours units didn't hold out as long. Besides that, well played by all players, and I'll see you guys in the next one.